While I was listening to Dr. Tara on the Diary of a CEO, something that stuck out for me was when she talked about how the body and the mind almost act as separate entities. And this resonates with me deeply with something that I've learned in traditional Chinese medicine. So let's unpack this. In TCM, we work with a concept called the Shen, which can be translated as the mind or the spirit, but it's not just one thing. The tradition speaks of five separate spirits and entities that work with the five main organs. This frame of mind acknowledges that the body and the mind aren't a single monolith. They're interconnected yet distinct, each with their own way of showing balance and imbalance. So let's break down the five spirits. Number one, the Shen, which is located in your heart. It's responsible for consciousness, clarity, emotional presence. The Hun, which lives in the liver, is the ethereal soul, vision, dreams, creativity, sense of direction. And the Hun is also what leaves our body at night for us to do astral dreaming, lucid dreaming, and all of that. The Po, which is housed in the lungs, is the corporeal corporal I can't say the word right now. Corporal soul. It's your instinct, it's your bodily sensations, it's grief, it's letting go of grief. And this can obviously cause imbalance when you're grieving a lot. Your yi, which is housed in your spleen, is your intellect, your focus, your memory, the ability to integrate experiences. Huge one, I would say. And your last one is your ji. I think that's how you say it. Housed in your kidneys. And this is the powerhouse. It's your willpower, it's your courage, it's your resilience, it's your drive to move forward. So you can see if one of these spirits isn't functioning properly within your organ and or communicating, helping communicate or housed in your body, there can be an imbalance of your mental and your mind connecting with the body. Here's something really cool that I found. The five spirits don't just guide life, they also have different destinations after death. So, your Hun, which lives in the liver, dissipates into the collective energies of the cosmos, like returning to the greater chi field. What? Your Po, which was housed in your lungs, returns back to earth, tethered to the body and the material world. So this is why in tradition a lot of people like to be buried and or have their ashes scattered back to where they were born, because the Po longs to be taken back and back into the earth of where it was generated. Your Shen, Yi, and your Ji, I still don't know if I'm saying that one right. Their qualities are said to disperse, influencing how we are remembered. So, in our actions, our wisdom, our will, but it's the Hun and the Po that are most explicitly tied into the cosmic cycle. One is rising and one is returning. Talking about some of the imbalances, which I've already covered with the Hun, if your Hun is not anchored into your liver, especially at night, you're more likely to lucid dream and or astral travel and all of that, have out of body experiences. And if your Hun is unable to enter back into your body, obviously there would be an imbalance there. Same with your Shen, which is in your heart. If your Shen is unable to be anchored within the heart and the blood of the heart, you can anxiety, sleepless nights, palpitations, like all of this type of stuff. And I just feel like this beautifully integrates and puts everything together of how the duality that Dr. Tara is talking about. We are both the mind and the body. The Po, which anchors us to earth, our breath, our sensations, while the Hun is our dreams, our visions, and the collective energy and collective consciousness, if you will. Life is lived in the dialogue between these two, the grounded and the transcendent. Another way to look at this is when your mind is sharp but your body is fully exhausted, there's a separation between your spleen and lungs, your yi and your po. When your willpower in your kidneys, I'm not going to even attempt saying it again, says, keep going, we need to finish this, but your Shen feels burnt out. You feel that inner conflict of that inner drive to continue doing things, but like you're just lost the motivation and don't feel like doing it. TCM reminds of how this integration comes into life when all five spirits are nourished, so body mind can cooperate rather than compete one against one another. So, all to sum this up, you think of your mind and your body as separate, but they are also very much connected. And traditional Chinese medicine reminds us that it's actually plural and not just two things. There are many voices within us. And even in death, part of us returns back to earth, and while the other part of us returns back to the collective energy. As you can imagine, with these many voices within us, healing then is not about silencing one of those voices or putting them in check. It's about learning how to harmonize all of them.